That's the sound that made me think, okay, I've got to go check through everything and see if I missed something, and check through that recording, clean it up, see what I got, and boy, did I get some stuff. Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've been on here. Just kind of feeling uninspired creatively and getting over the most horrific cold I think I've ever had. Oh, terrible. So I haven't been filming much, but I do have some evidence still from the farmhouse in my previous video. Some pretty crazy EVPs, and there was some really high EMF readings and this weird black shadow. It was insane, and it was during the day. So I thought I'd just make an investigative sort of evidence video thing. So here we go. Here's one of the high readings. It was high all over the property, and it was just really weird day. Okay, right there. Hello? This one stuck at about 500, and I just decided to see if I could follow it, and it seemed to stay that high as I followed. Weird. Are you in front of me? Couldn't hurt to ask. That is strange. Why is it weird? It was definitely really strange. Does someone want me to see something, or? Behind that fence is the way on and off the property. So could something have been leading me over that way? Who knows? Weird. Okay, I'm going lower now. Right here? What? Hello? It's just strange how I was able to pinpoint and kind of have it stay in the 500 or so range. I might not be able to hear you, but my camera will pick up on you. The mic's over this way. Right where my finger is. Tapping on my camera. So here it is at the normal range. Down again. And it was, again, really high over the entire property. It was really weird, and then suddenly it went down. So high numbers in that area aren't normal. Like before, it just felt so heavy and just weird, and now it's like totally different. Like a huge weight has been lifted off the area. Okay, here's the black shadow, and you'll see it'll come in from the right. There, you can see it now. I didn't notice it at the time, but it kind of has the shape of a hand. And I didn't see this physically on the camera. This was in the footage after I looked through everything, so. Pretty weird. This is slowed right down, so you're pretty much seeing it frame by frame here. Kind of lingers around the door. And then it's gonna head towards the door jamb, and this is where it gets even weirder. Okay, so it's hit the door jamb now, and then it ricochets. You can see it's kind of faint in this slow version. But it ricochets and then it breaks up into a couple pieces. There's no way that's a bug or some kind of leaf or something like that. So now here's the EVPs, and there are a lot of them. They came out of some of my camera footage, and some of them I got with an app called Pixavisor, which is, I think it's more meant for experimenting with sound and how you can, make visual things happen with sound. But it also said something about using it to record EVPs, so it's not really a spirit box or anything like that. It's just a recording app, so gave it a try, and it's sure catching some things. So here we go. US mail, and we're in Canada. Okay, so this is the EVP from the film clip you just saw. And I know you probably couldn't hear it very well, maybe not at all. And I did try to clean it up in my old editor, and it just wasn't doing a very good job. I knew something was there, but it was just really difficult to tell. And then I took it into Audacity and used the noise reduction in there, and it made a huge difference. So I'm going to be using this from now on. Definitely a good tool to use if you're a paranormal investigator and you want to clean things up and figure out if you actually did get an EVP or if it maybe was something else. So definitely a good tool to use for EVPs. And sorry about my neighbor. She would have to walk around on the floor when I'm trying to film. Okay, so here we go. It says shush. I'm not sure what that little sound on the end is, but the big one is shush. Really weird. I don't think I was talking at the time. No, I wasn't talking at the time, so that's pretty strange. And here's the back other side of it. Okay, now here's the EVP cleaned up. It's not as dramatic as the first one, but easier to hear than in the video clip. Oops. Leave us, and then something else. I'm not sure what the last word is, but leave us, the first two words, and then whatever else. Weird.
We got a street rock up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably might fall down if that wasn't there. This is when I was by that strange tree, and my dad and I were talking about the weird things in there holding the tree up. And this is when I thought it would fall down if those weren't there. So here we go. It probably might fall down if it wasn't there. Got some direct responses there. One of them says it would, and the other one says fall yes. It probably might fall down if it wasn't there. He's a little too enthusiastic about that idea, I think. There's another one of those creepy windows.
I guess.
Okay, so here's the EVP cleaned up.
I guess.
I'm not sure what that first word is. It's either Angus or Agnes, or maybe I guess. Agnes might make sense because the wife of the agricultural guy, it wasn't really a farmer, he was like in charge of agriculture. Anyway, his wife's name was Agnes, so, but I have a feeling it might be Angus. And the next words break him loose, and then you hear some kind of response to it, but that's not clear, so.
I guess.
Yeah, I can't really tell what's being said on the end, but someone responded to what he said, so.
I guess.
Weird. It might be a residual EVP, probably. So. Okay, so now here's a clip from the app I was using that day at the farm, and this is pretty strange voice, and then you'll hear the neighbor's dog. I believe it was reacting to this entity because of the way it barks just after you hear something from the entity. And I do have 3 clips where the dog appears to be interacting, or not interacting, reacting to this entity. It's the same voice, so here's the first one. Help me, and then you hear the dog bark. I think reacting, but not 100% sure on that. And there is some weird snapping in some of the footage? Some of the recordings I got, so I'm not sure what the snapping is all about. If you've had any recordings and you've heard these weird snappings, let me know. Okay, here's the second clip with the neighbor's dog. And you can hear that voice again. It's saying, help me please. And then we get another one of those weird snaps. Here's the third clip with the dog and that same entity. You can hear it really kind of the entity really came in clear that first time. Finally got the strength, I guess, to speak. And then we get all these weird scraping noises in it too. The first one she says, "Help me come close," or "help me come closer," and then the second one is just another "help me." I really hope this one is okay. This is very... She's really trying to get some help here. Really weird with all the scrapings and clickings and just really weird. Here's the clip. This is the one that made me think that I had to go and check through everything because I heard the child's voice back on the recording app. So here we go. That first "who is this" wasn't clear until I cleaned this whole clip up. I didn't even notice it until I finished cleaning out the excess noise and enhancing to see what's going on here. So, and there was absolutely no kids around, so that was straight up EVP. I think the child is saying Uncle Teach, I believe, because there's actually a schoolhouse not far from the farmhouse, the Craigflower schoolhouse. So it makes sense if the child was talking about the uncle being a teacher. So this one's really weird because I think it was caught in reverse. Like the EVP got recorded reversed because it made no sense when it was just the normal way around, but when I reversed it, you could kind of make something out of it, but it's a child again, and it seems to say, "Please sneak me out," and that's in the reversed way, so now I'll show you. This is what it sounds like without the reverse. Isn't that weird? Strange. Okay, so this one is me talking in the beginning, and then I believe I did get a response to what I said here, so.
I'm recording sound.
I said I'm recording sound, and then we get another one of those weird clicking noises from before. And then it sounds like a little girl says, in response, so. Okay, so here's the last EVP. We get one of those strange clicking noises again, and then some guy making a weird noise like, and then we get either a woman or a small child saying "Ollie" at the end. Really weird. That was a lot of activity, and it was during the day, so it doesn't matter what time of day you go to a haunted location, you might get some stuff Doesn't have to be at night, doesn't have to be at 3 a.m. It happens when it happens. Okay, so that's it, and I will try to get going with the videos again, and hopefully see you soon, and bye for now. Love you all. Oh, it's doing that face again. Interesting. Hello. It's not doing that face thing now. What the? Hmm? No, no face thing. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.